conditions to rest, Volodymyr Zelenskyy declared that he's very much in Kyiv. Russia had claimed that he had fled to Poland. But not only did Zelenskyy share his location, he also dared Russia, saying that he is not afraid.
He knows he's Putin's target number one. He knows his country can't match up to Russia's overwhelming military might. But Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy remains an image of valor, of defiance and fighting spirit, steadfastly refusing to turn his back on his bruised, battered and bleeding Ukraine. In an open dare to Putin's army, Zelenskyy released a video giving out his exact location, saying he stays right there in Kyiv and not in hiding, showing the images from the lane outside his residence in this video message.
Вечірній Київ. Понеділок, вечір. Ви знаєте, ми звикли говорити понеділок день важкий.
Every time the Russians claim that Zelenskyy has fled the country fearing for his life, Zelenskyy has released a new video shattering the Russian claims and never mincing his words while slamming NATO for letting down Ukraine and the United States for rejecting a no-fly zone, even donning the combat fatigue helmet and joining the Ukrainian troops in the front line.
Президент тут. Всі ми тут. Наші військові тут, громадяни суспільства тут, всі ми тут. Захищаємо нашу незалежність, нашу державу. Так?
Taking a cue from their brave president, thousands of Ukrainians have sent their families away to safety and stayed back to fight alongside President Zelenskyy. Supporting Zelenskyy in every step is the First Lady of Ukraine, Olena Zelenska. A vocal advocate of social causes, Olena through social media has continued to inspire and continue to provide comfort to Ukrainians. The big question remains how long the president and all his loyal men withstand the might of approaching Russian invasion army. Bureau Report, India Today.
War rages on as invaders try to capture Kyiv. Their single objective is to overthrow the man who has rallied the entire nation against Russia. President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has become a household name. The puny David against the Goliath Russian forces. And his audience today is the world. He has become one of the voices of freedom, of sovereignty and of territorial integrity.
Всім добрий вечір. Лідер фракції тут, голова Офісу президента тут, прем'єр-міністр Шмигаль тут, Подоляк тут, президент тут.
His is the voice of defiance, a call from the heart that has gone out and firmed the defense of Ukraine against the forces of invasion.
I'm here to protect my wife, my family, myself, my country from the Russian invasion.
We will fight for our land and we will kill all Russians.
If somebody give me a weapon, I will fight. I'm not afraid.
Volodymyr Zelenskyy, the president of Ukraine, had everything wrong about being a wartime leader of a nation invaded.
Once again, I appeal to the servicemen of Ukrainian armed forces. Don't let neo-Nazis and Banderites use your children, your wives, and old people as human shields. Take power into your own hands. It seems that it will be easier for us to come to terms with you than with this gang of drug addicts and neo-Nazis who settled in Kyiv and took all Ukrainian people hostage.
Volodymyr Zelenskyy was born in 1978 into a Russian-speaking Jewish family of the then Soviet Socialist Republic of Ukraine. His father was a professor of mathematics and his mother had studied engineering. The town of his birth, Kyiv, stands next to Babi Yar, where 33,771 Jews were shot and thrown into a ravine over the course of 2 days in 1941.
У нас інформацію ворог позначив мене як ціль номер 1, мою родину як ціль номер 2.
President Volodymyr Zelenskyy of Ukraine is believed to be number 1 on Vladimir Putin's hit list. Western intelligence agencies have claimed this, and Zelenskyy himself has acknowledged it. He says his family is second on the list, but that he and they will remain in Ukraine. He categorically turned down a US offer of evacuation. Instead, he asked for arms.
Nobody will force us Ukrainians to give away our freedom, our independence, our sovereignty. But it looks like the Russian leadership is trying to do it just by the way of destroying their own country.
To prove that he is still there and not running away, the president of Ukraine has been regularly posting self-taken videos in front of the very recognizable presidential palace, telling the people of Ukraine that he is living up to his promise, even if he has to die for it. His actions has more than established the contrast with his nemesis, with whom he shares a first name, the meaning of which ironically means ruler of the world. When Vladimir Putin ordered his troops to invade Ukraine, he possibly made one miscalculation. He had not accounted for the stellar performance that his opponent was capable of giving, a role that has touched the heartstrings of audiences across the globe. Whatever be the outcome of this war in Ukraine, history will record Zelenskyy as the hero in shining armor, while Putin has already joined the ranks of all-time world villains like Hitler and Stalin. When the world's a stage and everyone is but an actor in it, there is no doubting that Volodymyr Zelenskyy of Ukraine stands at the edge of that stage, where life meets performance and only truth shines forth.
Just hours before Russia invaded Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelenskyy made an appeal to the people of Russia. Made on the morning of 24th February, he reached out to the people of Russia, and that speech will be remembered as one of the most heartfelt speeches of any leader ever made. He spoke to the people of Russia, reminding them of humanity, talking about the aggressor, Russia, and saying that both Russians and Ukrainians are being led down a path to hell.
А дальше по-русски. Сегодня я инициировал телефонный разговор с президентом Российской Федерации. Результат – тишина. Хотя тишина должна быть на Донбассе. Поэтому сегодня я хочу обратиться ко всем гражданам России. Не как президент. Я обращаюсь к российским гражданам как гражданин Украины. С вами нас разделяет более 2000 километров общей границы. Вдоль нее сегодня стоят ваши войска, почти 200 тысяч солдат, тысячи боевых машин. Этот шаг может стать началом большой войны на европейском континенте. О том, что может произойти со дня на день, сегодня говорит весь мир. Причина может возникнуть в любой момент. Любая провокация, любая вспышка. Вспышка, которая может сжечь все. Вам говорят, что это пламя принесет освобождение народу Украины. Но украинский народ свободен. Соседи всегда обогащают друг друга культурно. Однако это не делает их единым целым. Не растворяет нас в вас. Мы разные, но это не повод быть врагами. Мы хотим сами определять и строить свою историю мирно, спокойно, честно. Нам не нужна война, не холодная, не горячая, не гибридная. Но если на нас будут наступать войска, если у нас попытаются отнять нашу страну, нашу свободу, наши жизни, жизни наших детей, мы будем защищаться. Не наступать, защищаться. Наступая, вы будете видеть наши лица. Не наши спины, наши лица.